Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I say hi, honey.
Hi.
This is Eric Aaron and my lovely wife, Kim Aaron. We're coming to you from our beautiful backyard, our beautiful home located in Snellville, Georgia, outside of the Atlanta suburbs. Today, we're going to be talking to you about grounding and how important grounding is. For the last, how long has it been? 4.5, 5 years?
hmm
We've been using the law of attraction, right? Okay. For those of you who don't know what the law of attraction is anything you set your mind to or your mindset on, you will attract those things in your life, whether they be negative or whether they be positive. Wherever your attention goes, that's where your energy flows. So if you meditate more on negative things, you will attract more negative things in your life. If you meditate on more positive things, you will attract more positive things in your life. Now, my wife has not always. I've always been a dreamer, and we've been married for how long? We've been married now, honey.
32 years.
32 years. I remember when I first met my wife, and oh, excuse me, my eyes. She said, I can't live off daydreams. So my wife didn't always have this high vibration. So I've always had a high vibration in life. Ever since I was young, I've always daydreamed and had a high vibration. So tell us in so many words what the law of attraction has done for you.
It has raised my vibration and what I can do and everything that I can do within me or without me, with the without, and just lift my vibration on everything that I can go forth on doing.
Okay,
That's
so in other words, what does that exactly mean? Have you always believed in yourself, like, or have? Let me ask you this question: Have you always have had big dreams?
No, I haven't. I never. Well, when I was younger or when I got teenagers or I started having kids, I always never really had big dreams. I always just low vibration. But as I started studying it, my vibration has, went higher and it's still going higher as I study every day. It's an everyday
Right.
process.
So in reality, are there some things that cause you to not have big dreams?
I think as you growing up and your family members or your surroundings keep you at this level,
Right.
but as you move and you expand and you start researching or you start looking at other people, how they're going up, and you's like,
Right.
it's something that's got to be done.
Okay, so that's the point. You just made my point for me. What I was going to state was that from until the age of 7 years old, uh, you a lot of people don't realize this, but you subconsciously learn a lot of things, and without knowing it, subconsciously goes deep into the mind, and we're programmed from when we're little children. And a lot of people may say, like, well, you may be a dreamer when you're young, and you may grow up, you may have this idea that I want to grow up to be president of the United States, and
Yeah.
Barack Obama. And someone may put this notion or this idea in your head that maybe you're not good enough, or you don't have what it takes, or you don't have the right skin color, or you're not the right shape, you're not the right height, your eyes are not the right color,
Or
no
the
matter
right
what it may be,
or
but
the right education
right,
or
or the right
something.
education,
Yeah.
exactly. So somebody may plant this idea in your head
Yeah.
that you do not have what it takes. And in actuality, when you're born, your creator, the great I am, um, he gives you everything you need to succeed in life. Everything you need is inside of you. So sometimes you have to search within
hmm
instead of going outwards to others. Sometimes we may go to the pastor, we might go to friends, we might go to family, but you have to get in your oneness with God, because you are God. You are made in the image and the likeness of God.
Hmm.
So everything you need is within you, no matter what people tell you. So right now, what we're currently doing is we're grounding ourselves. And when you ground yourselves, you get back to the reality of the nature of Earth. So Earth has a lot of. We learned last night that there are a lot of free electrons flowing in the Earth.
Yeah.
So how you ground yourself is, I'm going to give you a look. You barefoot in nature. Okay. You barefoot in nature. So we're standing here. We're going to stand here for a few minutes while making this video, while we're grounding ourselves. But after we finish this video, what we're going to do is we're going to lie down on the ground for 30 minutes, and we're going to continue grounding ourselves. And what this does is it helps. What we want to do in it, we're grounding ourselves because our energy level right now is too high. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. It's not really too high. It's just like we're just like
The excitement.
the excitement.
Right, the excitement. So, what the excitement is all about is we've been using the law of attraction, and we've been manifesting things for the last 4 years. So, um, I used the law of attraction because wanted to move. We moved from Louisiana, and my biggest dream was to move to Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Hmm.
So I used the law of attraction to move to Atlanta, Georgia. And what I did was I found this truck driver online, and he was a delivery driver, and he was delivering to this big warehouse called Public Supermarkets. You remember that video, honey? So what I imagined that me taking that same route that this delivery driver took as he was approaching the security guard shack at Public Supermarkets, and I imagined he had to show his identification. There's a bee. Look, we're attracting bees. There's a I had to pull out my identification, and so I followed that same route and everything, and just it happened just as I imagined it. I was trying to get another job in Louisiana. The job was very, very high paying job, but also I get a phone call from this job out here in Publix. Um, it was a good job as well. They flew me out here. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was a 1-day flight. The job was paying a lot of money. They flew me out here. They got me a rental car. I got what was it, $4,000? I got a $4,000 bonus to join their team. I've been there for 4 years, but as these 4 years has elapsed, we have continuously used the law of vibration. And so what now we manifested just last year, we manifested a home. I'm going to give you guys a shot of the back of our home. I got to kind of overlook it. We've been doing a lot of recycling, so I got to go to the recycle center. I got cans on the back deck and plastic bags. And I like to recycle this stuff because I don't want this stuff to be going back in nature, because there's a lot of waste going around in the earth right now. But give you guys a shot of the back of our home. And we are near some woods. We got a little cleanup to do. We've only been here about a year now. Big backyard. The deer come through that area back there and graze. And when our grandson comes, he likes to go out there and feed the deer. And so he says, "Papa, let's go feed the deer." So anyways, we manifested this house. We were living in this apartment building, and my wife, I met this lady. I met the lady first, this elderly lady, And then my wife got this idea she wanted to do a cleaning service. And so she cleans the apartment for this elderly lady, and her son was selling his house. So he hired my wife to clean his house for him and his wife. And so as she said, well, honey, this is a big house. The house is really, it's a two-story house with a bedroom, over
Yes, sir.
4,000 square feet, was about 4,300 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
Four bedroom, two-car garage. Very beautiful home, very nice home. It's a very nice neighborhood. It's an older neighborhood. There are a lot of people in our age range that live here. And the reason that I know I could have chosen any other house in Atlanta because our credit was good, and we've been using the law of attraction on that to build our credit. Uh, we filed bankruptcy in 19. What year was it? Oh, no, no, no. It was 2004.
2004.
We actually filed bankruptcy in 2004. We moved from Arkansas to Louisiana, and when we first moved to Louisiana, I mean, oh wow, it was crazy. We went from over $60,000 a year back in 2000 and no, we moved there in 1995.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, we moved to Louisiana in 1995, I believe it was. We lived there for 20 years, and when we first moved there, it was crazy. We were making like $60,000 a year, and we go from $60,000 a year down to like $10,000 a year. We had to get on a government assistance program, on the housing program, and they told us that we had to make like $16,000 or below a year to qualify for government housing. $16,000, and we had two kids. So we went on. I skipped. I jumped from job to job to job. Um, Finally, I just got fed up. I said, look, I'm tired of being an unskilled worker. So this opportunity came. I did not know I was using the law of attraction then, but I was, and I was unawarely using the law of attraction.
You always use it.
Yeah, you all well,
You
right.
really
We
always
always use it,
use
but
it.
we're just not aware of it. Right.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
We always use it. So I wanted to go back to school. So I got this opportunity when I first moved to Louisiana. I got this opportunity um, to go work out. Remember, I filled out this application to
Mm-hmm.
go work offshore. They said, "Oh man, go work offshore." I was a cook in the military. Go work offshore. You can make a lot of money. I filled out this application, y'all, and I never got a phone call. I never got a phone call from that company.
Mm-hmm.
And we were living with my wife's mom and her husband. It was a small house, two-bedroom house. My wife and my children slept in one bedroom, and I slept on the couch. And I was working two jobs at the time. I was working Shoney's. I think I was making like $6.15 an hour or something like that. And I was working next door at this restaurant called the French Market, and I was a cook there. And I was, oh man, it was amazing. They loved my food. The customers came in, they loved my food. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And so this guy says, "Hey, have you ever worked offshore?" I said, "No." I said, "As a matter of fact," I said, "I filled out an application about 3.5 years ago, and the people never called me." So lo and behold, I just got to thinking about working offshore again, out of the blueness, y'all. Now, picture this: you fill out an application. 3.5 years later, you get a phone call out of the blue. You would think that maybe they don't have the application anymore, or it's just disappeared, or it's thrown in the trash or something. So this guy calls me and offers me a job. It wasn't offshore, but it was working on the Mississippi River. Remember that? So I was making good money then. So What happened was I worked there 18 months. When I first got out there, and this is no joke. I'm telling you guys, it's getting hot out here. It's getting warm. I'm telling you guys, it works. It really works. I was standing out on the deck of this boat, this dredge boat, and I heard. I said, I'm gonna be out here 5 to 6 years. Remember that? I said I'll be here 5 6 years, and I'm gonna make a come up. I heard this voice on the inside of me. I kid you not. And this is something that I don't joke around with. I don't joke around with the law of attraction. I heard this voice deep within me say, no, you will be here 18 months. In 18 months. February, I'm trying to remember the exact date it was. I remember it was in February. Was it 2001?
I can't remember the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2000.
because Jordan born 2000.
No, it was 2000.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was 2000 before Jordan was
Yeah,
born.
it was 2000. It was February. Oh, I want to say February 21st.
Yeah, it was before Jordan was born.
Well, we know it was in 2000 because my wife was. You were 5 months pregnant at the time?
Yeah, around about 5, 6.
Yeah, she was 5 months pregnant at the time. And with our last child. And we didn't know where the money was going to come from. We didn't know how we were going to make it. And I got laid off. I lost my job. 18 months. And the unique thing about it is the night before I was laid off, I had a feeling. You know, sometimes you get that gut feeling about something. So I had this feeling that something was going to happen. So before I laid down that night, I asked God to show. You're starting to sweat too. I asked God to show me in a dream. I was like, God, show me in a dream what's going to happen to me tomorrow. And I saw it just as plain as day. So I knew it was going to happen. Wow. Anyways, I was laid off, and I got to go to school. So anyway, we're going to come back with a part 2 of this video. We're going to finish grounding ourselves, and we want to wish you guys peace and much love.